at all at the paved area in the compound.
And it was at the paved area that Urugu gave us the brief I told you yesterday.
And I want to put it to you, because you are not there at all that moment. You have gone there much later, the day after, or many other days. You could not therefore have been and the evidence custodian.
My Lord, I was there physically and I was evidence custodian.
You are aware that the Katanga home has CCTV cameras, correct?
Yes, my Lord, there were cameras mounted at the gate and around the building.
So you know that one of those cameras, as mentioned, is at the gate.
Yes, my Lord, I was able to observe.
And you are aware that another camera is mounted and can see clearly the paved compound you are talking about.
My Lord,
are you aware? This is my question.
The cameras around the building,
Yeah.
one of them could be facing the compound, because I was not the one who installed them there.
Yes, no, you are aware that it is there. If you are not aware, then I can inform you that there is one there.
Yes, one of them is there.
Discs attached to Exhibit 12.
These are discs. They are attached to Exhibit 4.
Atugambireke nti akatunga essimu mwanya gwa sayina nekitweka yatugamba mukaire ako akaba ake MP East
It's a short one. Yeah, the IT much of our time was to patch up gaps in the chain of evidence. But those gaps are too gaping that they cannot be filled by your moment lies.
My Lord, the evidence I'm giving, or I started giving yesterday, gave it on hold. That is the truth. Nothing but the truth.
Let's move to a new area. Lord, I pray that the witness be given DID3.
This was my rank, and my name remains.
So you are ready to quote? The document is that?
My Lord, this is a copy of Uganda Police.
No objection.
Don't use the video again.
Yes, my Lord. Yes. But in a subsequent, maybe we can switch again. But we need.
I wanted to start.
Oh, I don't know. You can stand when that time comes. I don't want my Lord to be an inconvenience and then be cited. I told you, we will use it at the
My Lord, this is a carbon copy of the document I authored.
Now, you hold both documents together and look at them to note yourself. Confirm that Exhibit H, confirm that Exhibit H appears in PE 96 down there.
Yes, my lord.
Exhibit H, my lord. There are many exhibits listed, but now exhibit H. Confirm that exhibit H is hair strands from washroom door frame.
Yes, my lord. It was from the door frame to the seat of crime.
Confirm that now defense exhibit, the next document, defense exhibit 15, does not bear H.
Yes, my lord. It doesn't bear age because
Wait. Let's answer because I will find out. Just confirm it doesn't bear, then we know it will get the H.
yes, it doesn't confirm.
It doesn't bear.
Doesn't bear.
So one document bears H, the other one does not bear H.
It's true.
Please confirm to court, these two documents, that the only difference between those two forms is exhibit H. The rest are
By my observation, it appears to be on the same date, in the same place.
very good. In fact, Mr. Obama, that those two documents, the commas are the same, the full stops are the same, the reference number is the same, and the two exhibits are the same except for H. Confirm. Everything. The exhibits submitted for examination are the same from up to down except for H. Confirm. The commas are the same, the full stops are the same, the exhibits are the same, the reference number is the same. What do you agree?
My lord, on this document I'm holding, that is the PIDA something. The only missing exhibit here is the one which was marked H, whereas this one has exhibit H at the end.
So my question is, everything else is the same, confirmed to God. Those two documents. Everything else, apart from H, is the same.
Yes, my lord.
I want to put it to you, Mr. Obama, that you inserted H. Are you aware that that document, before I put it to you, was disclosed to us by the prosecution through disclosure? Are you aware? D15, the one without H. Yes, you are aware it was disclosed to us through disclosure.
My lord.
You are aware? Yes, answer the question.
Yes, my lord.
You are aware? I put it to you that you inserted exhibit H in your form after the disclosure.
No, my lord. During the time for submission of exhibit, which were in this batch, I filled the 17A in 2 copies, where one copy was a couple and one copy was original. So when I reached the gateway, the receiving officer received the exhibits plus the form, allocated it a lab number which we are seeing down here. And while I was still there, he started verifying them one by one as he looks at what I filled on the 17A vis-a-vis the physical exhibits. So he realized that one exhibit marked H was not reflected on the form, and yet he had already received. So because I couldn't go with it back for integrity and safety purposes. In the original copy of the 17A, I had to include half the last exhibit, my lord. As you see here, even the letters were squeezed. So when I inserted it on the original copy, my lord, I humanly forgot to include on that copy which I was supposed to take back to Ginger Road. So that is the copy which was disclosed. But this one where I had already inserted H on the original form which remained at the lab, my lord, it is what is on the file that we have today.
So what you have just explained confirms that H was inserted after the fact, correct? After the submission.
My lord, I would wish Council to clear.
So when you go to the gate, the receiving officer realized that all of it was not reflected on that form.
Yes, my
And
lord.
because he had already received it, he then instructed you, or who added the age?
He told me that he told me that one of the exhibits is not reflected on it, but it is already here physically. So, my lord, because it had already reached the lab area, I couldn't take it back to the station, so I had to include it right there before the exhibit plus the form were taken to the next level of management.
So, Mr. Obama.
Then we inserted H on the carbon copy.
No, on the copy which was for the lab, because there are two copies, one remains to be taken back to the case file and one remains for the lab people.
So you inserted H on the copy for the lab.
Yes, my lord.
And forgot to add it on the
On the
copy
one.
for the file.
Yes, my lord.
So, Mr. Obama, let me just understand. When you arrive at the gate with one copy here, and the carbon one is under there, correct? Is that what happened? You arrive with your exhibits one to one, and then with this copy where they are going to stamp, correct? When you arrive, let's understand how it happened. When you arrive, you have your exhibits 1, 2, 3, 10, and a form, correct? Let's go through the process. Is that correct?
It is correct, my lord.
Very good. So then they confirm the number of exhibits that they are 10, and confirm it's water, a phone, and the rest, and then stamp on your form, correct?
My lord, at the time of verification, as I earlier mentioned, they realized that one exhibit which was physical there was not reflected on the police form 17A.
But you had the police form 17A, correct?
Yes, my lord, I had that.
Very good. So that police 17A is what you added in H. Am I right?
On the copy
The
going to the lab.
The copy going to the lab.
Yes, my lord.
Ah.
Yesterday I mentioned that I gave it unique marks before submitting the lab.
Okay. And you are answering the other questions. For me, mine, the exhibits you claim you have marked, we gave a unique number. What you told court yesterday, I hope you haven't forgotten. You did that on second, and it became late. You remember that part about late? You did submit because it became late. So you marked those things, marked, labeled on second, correct? That's what you told court. What about what he told us? You one. Did you mark it? Mark, label, package on second as you told court yesterday? I just want to go.
My lord, the exhibit which I recovered, which I got from Detective SP Piana, as Aaron mentioned, there are the very exhibit that I marked.
Okay.
What is them?
And you told the court that you could not submit them on second because it was getting late. Correct? You remember saying that to court?
Yes, my lord.
How late? So what time did you finish? Was it getting to midnight, 6 p.m. when you leave work, 5? How late?
It was around 1700 hours.
1800 hours, 5 p.m. That's late, correct? So you couldn't submit them on the second because it was after 5, correct?
Yes, it was really getting late.
And it was after the lab's closing hours, correct?
My lord, by 1600 hours, mostly the lab closes. So we can't submit exhibit
Good.
beyond that time.
By 4 p.m. the lab closes, so you can't submit exhibits beyond that time. Good. So because you couldn't do it on second, you did this on the 3rd, on 3rd September, correct?
My
3rd November.
My lord, preparation of Form 17A, I did it on 3rd.
Yes, you prepared for it.
Then after, I submitted.
Looking at the submission, you need to your question answers to my question. You may have done many things, including football and what. Submitting. You submitted them on 3rd, correct?
Yes, my lord.
Would I be right to say that you submitted them by say 10 a.m. in the morning, these exhibits of yours? On the 3rd, all the ones you submitted to 3 different labs.
My lord, I can't recall the exact time, but it was between 8 a.m. to 1600 hours.
Okay. So you can't remember the time, but it was between 8 to 4 p.m., which is 16 hours. Correct?
Yes, my lord.
Let me remind you, you went to the scene again on the 3rd November. Do you recall?
Yes, my lord.
Very good. To your best of recollection, would you have gone to the scene after submitting the exhibits, or you submitted them when you came back?
My lord, I request to have a look at what I put in the report so that I can answer accordingly.
What, no, in the report doesn't say what time you submitted exhibits. I'm interested in the time you submitted exhibits.
My lord, since the exhibits were already packaged, I submitted first, then I joined my colleague at the scene later.
Very good. You submitted them first and joined your colleague. So all of them, you mean all the 3 sets together? The ones, because that day you submitted labs, exhibit 3 different labs. DNA, ballistic, and cyber on the 3rd. So you mean all of them, you submitted them in the morning and then joined your colleague? Because the lab is the same.
My lord, all those 3 sets were 3 sets of exhibits were submitted on the same date, but I can't remember the timing.
But it was in the morning. You said you submitted and went and joined your colleagues.
Yes, my lord, as I gave the timing, between 8 and 1600 hours.
Okay. Let me jog your memory. Let me help you. According to PE 60, which is the SOCO report, paragraph 27, you went back to the scene on the 3rd at 11:02 hours. At 11:02, correct? According to that paragraph in your report.
My lord, as I already requested, let me have a look at the COCO for that SOCO reports.
According to that report, you went back as paragraph 27. But I don't can't get me. I was trying to make sure we don't spend much time. But he doesn't trust my paragraphs. Get your report. The SOCO report is the prosecution exhibit 60. The SOCO report. He went back to the scene as paragraph 27. Back on the scene on the 3rd at 11:00 hours.
Yes, my lord.
Is that correct?
It's correct, my lord.
And according to paragraph 34 of the same report, you exited the scene at 1500 hours, 3 p.m.
Yes, my
Correct?
lord. True, my correct. Paragraph 34.
Yes, paragraph 34. You exited. So you went at 11. That's why I was asking. So it is fair to say that between 10 and 4, you did submit these documents because you were moving to the scene and coming from the scene, correct?
No, my lord, as I already mentioned, the lab opens at 8 a.m. So whereby it is free to receive exhibits. So on that day, my lord, the first set of exhibits which I had already arranged on 2nd evening hours, I submitted it before I could join my colleague at the crime scene.
Okay. All of them, or there are others which remain?
My lord, not all. The one which I collected on the 17th.
But all of them were on the 17th. All of them are on the 17th, Mr. Oba. Whether ballistic, whether DNA, whether cyber, they are wearing police form 17th, and they are dated 3rd. So I want the time when you submitted them. Is it before you went to the scene or after? But you already said before, some, and you joined your colleague. So are there others you submitted after you left the scene?
No, my lord.
So all of them you submitted them in the morning?
Yes, my lord.
My lord, I pray that the witness is available, or let me be available for this, prosecution exhibit 12. The cyber report, my lord. Return those here. I can return those.
No, to us.
Give it to us. Have. Yet can never plead that thing to us here in court, the gentleman was testifying. My lord, I pray that for us to make progress, we give to the court, we play the D7, because the cameras are marked and they are on court record already. D7 is the gate camera. We play it in the time in issue. We see what we can see, ask questions, and then our colleague, thinks the thing was doctored or something, or if he goes and watches it, he can come in re-exam and say, you doctored here, doctored there. What I can promise to court is that nothing is being done. If you want to eat in the road, the way it is. That's all.
My lord, safe for the insinuation that the court does not have what they have. I think the issue here is preparation. When you know you're going to deal with this kind of evidence, you do prior preparation. You don't prepare when court is sitting. So probably.
We're not for cooperation this time. But my lord, we prepared, we called the court earlier, and that's them. So it's not that we need to. So we called the court earlier. We have been assured that the facility will be available, but let's make progress. I am grateful to my colleagues.
His said about 11. We've gone up to 11:20, he's not there.
Yes, my lord.
Let us, why don't you watch systematically?
I want to move on, because when you tell me to watch my road,
So
you
that-
have told me how to conduct
No,
the
so that tomorrow we come back and go back to the whole same thing? So
No.
that we sit here for 2 hours again and watch?
No, my lord, what I don't want to happen is for the prosecution to tell me how to conduct my
No, I
cross-examination.
think.
We have two different roles here. He's prosecuting people, I'm getting them out of jail. End of story.
My lord, with respect,
So we have two different roles, my
my
lord.
land brother
I
has
don't
told
want
us
him to dictate. No, let me finish, and I understand you. Sit down. My lord, what I cannot take is for the prosecution to tell me how to defend my client. You don't charge people and then tell their lawyers how to defend them. That is out of here. You have a re-examination. When you come to the re-examination, play your things. The witness told me who he arrived with. The two people he mentioned have arrived. For me, that's enough. If that's enough for him, he has time. I'm not going to sit in the theater and watch with him. I've watched what I want. He can play what he wants. He can't dictate to me. That attempt I reject.
As they finished, my lord.
I'm the one talking. My lord, that attempt we cannot accept. A defense team knows how they want to conduct their duty. For the prosecution to tell me, no, don't move there, but move here, and court assist them in that regard, my lord, is not fair. It would not be a fair trial.
Mr. Fuentes, I heard you. We are not assisting the prosecution to prejudice your clients. If there is a video and someone said I came at 11, we have watched until 11:20. Why don't we watch and we see if indeed he came at about 11 rather than us coming tomorrow?